It is the special Oscar preview edition of the Sweet Spot. Many of you spent weeks filling out ballots. Other people are taking their time.
Well, there's a lot to there's a lot to contemplate.
Let's just see some of your picks. Oscar. Well, this isn't even really Oscar. It's like Tosker.
That's Oscar's cousin, Gustav.
Gustav. And why is that, Tony?
I think because Oscar is the copyrighted intellectual property of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences.
So let's be clear. Let's be clear. This is not Oscar.
What are you doing Oscar night? Sunday night?
I'm
Do you have any
holding
plans?
hands with you and having the time of my life.
Oh, yeah. Because we're going to have a special live Sweet Spot extravaganza, 3 hours long. Special guests, glitz, glamour.
I mean, you begin with our correspondent, and then Melina Rysek,
our carpetbagger.
She's going to be inside, and she might even get on the phone with
us. We are not going to be out there in California. We're going to be right here at the New York Times building.
We're going to have help on the fashion front.
There's also going to be a live blog going on. And
for
also,
3 hours.
we will have the wit and wisdom of our readers and viewers and New York Times users, because we're going to have a whole Twitter stream on the side of our little box that we're living in, where all of your insights and comments and wisdom can bubble up.
I'm anticipating there might be some so-called hot mic problems. As you know, off camera, I've been known to be a little bit profane. So I'm concerned, in an effort to further advance my sort of wingspan, as the times when I could end my career right on the broadcast.
Well, that would be something to see. But we should say
you would drop me like a box of rocks. You would say, I didn't know he was going to say that. There I was talking about.
Well, then
Lincoln,
you come back
and he hit the Oppenheimer. I have no idea.
The next sweet spot would be you apologizing if anyone was offended by my remarks. They were taken out of context. But we should say, as a disclaimer, we do not condone gambling on the outcome of the Oscars. We have these ballots here. They're strictly for amusement and entertainment value. No monetary stake.
That is not true.
We do not condone profanity. We do not condone any kind of snark or disrespect to the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, which is a very serious.
Okay, I'm going to make a small wager now.
Okay, all right.
When it comes to Oscars, I'm going to beat you like a drum.
Well,
it's going to be bloody.
I am the lamest horse in the field. I mean, I always come
Why
up.
Why are you going to lower the bar right here?
I'm just saying.
Don't submit right now. Act like you care.
What, like last year, I think out of 25, 26, I think you got 14 right, I got 11 right. So this
I think a wet frog could hop onto these sheets and make spots on them and do better than we did. Let's begin with picture. Have you kindly come around to the fact that Argo's going to win?
I think I told you that Argo is going to win. Here we go, we're revising history. Have I finally come around? I said to you the other day, I think Argo's out in the lead now because it's been cleaning up in the guilds and all of the precursor awards, and you were like, what, Argo? What's that? Argo? That movie, that Ben Affleck movie? Come on.
Okay. You've been a Lincoln supporter.
Well, Lincoln, if I were voting, I would be voting for Lincoln, but I'm not,
So you're not picking Lincoln. Okay, let me see if I can drop down to director. I'm trying to pick a little bit of a fight here.
Okay.
Who's going to win director?
I think Spielberg's going to win director.
Here's the thing. Ang Lee's going to win.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Life of Pi, a true innovation. Lincoln, great film. Thank you, Mr. Spielberg. Thank you, Mr. Daniel.
You don't
J.
think
Lewis.
it's a great film?
Okay. Lincoln, great effort, whatever you want to call it. Whatever they say in Montessori when somebody doesn't get a D, okay? The thing is, Daniel Day-Lewis, he's going to get the Best Actor award.
Yeah, that's pretty much a lock.
He really needs a third one, by the way. He's going to have to build out a room.
To put with
you
all
think
of his
Spielberg's
shoes
got it coming?
We could see some upsets in there. I mean, Michael Haneke might sneak in. I don't think it's going to be Ang Lee,
Okay, that's
though.
one thing I want to say about this year is there's been some charms this year.
Yeah.
Amor, nominated both in film
yes.
and Best Foreign.
director, screenplay, and actress. And I actually think if you're looking for an upset, actress in a leading role, Jennifer Lawrence, wonderful in Silver Linings Playbook. Jessica Chastain owns Zero Dark 30. I think it's going to be Emmanuelle Riva, the oldest woman ever to be nominated.
You've got a more important film, well done, much lauded. But also this year, who snuck in? Beasts of the Southern Wild.
Beasts of the Southern Wild, the little movie that could.
In picture and in director.
In picture, in director, in actress also. The youngest nominated actress ever, Kavanchine Wallace.
Argo's going to win a ton.
Yeah, Argo's going to win a lot, although not director, since Ben Affleck wasn't nominated there.
Thing.
And it wasn't nominated in any actor
When that happened on
categories.
January 10th and he was snubbed, that's the snub that rocked the Oscar race.
Yep.
And nothing better could have happened for them.
Let's run through some of this. I mean, you know, I know that you reserve the right to change your mind right up until the night.
You haven't even filled out your ballot, so don't lecture me, young man.
I'm working on it. But let's actor in a supporting role.
Mine is available on NewYorkTimes.com, as will our live broadcast, all 3 hours of it Sunday night.
Actor in a supporting role.
De Niro, easy.
De Niro.
Easy. What do you say?
I'm thinking Tommy Lee Jones.
Actress in a supporting role. Easy.
Yeah,
easy.
Anne Hathaway.
Okay.
Anne Hathaway.
Actor in a leading role.
That's Daniel Day-Lewis.
Have you seen the documentaries this year?
I have seen the documentaries. This is a tough one because 4 out of the 5 are really intense, heavy, politically topical documentaries. You've got 2 about Israeli-Palestinian politics, The Gatekeepers, and 5 Broken Cameras, both excellent. How to Survive a Plague, about the AIDS crisis and ACT UP in the 80s and 90s, The Invisible War, about sexual assault in the military, and then the kind of wild card in there, Searching for Sugar Man.
Which is going to win.
I think it might. I haven't decided on that. I think it might be The Invisible War, but I'm not going to decide that one just yet.
Foreign language is Amor, correct?
I think it's going to be
Original song has got to be Skyfall, of course.
Yeah, I've got to get Adele out there again.
Well,
wouldn't be an award show without Adele.
Right. Here's the last bit. When something gains momentum like Argo is going to, do they start to knock down in a lot of other smaller categories?
I think they do. I think
editing, sound.
Editing is often an early indicator. Film editing often wins best picture. Those two are sort of
You know what I'm having a little sad about, Tony?
What's that?
Zero Dark 30 was a pretty darn good movie.
Yes.
And I think it got clobbered in part by a dialogue that curdled and turned against it.
Yep. Almost before it was even out.
Because if you look at it just as a movie, you feel you're in very sure hands.
I put it right up there with Amour as those are to me the 2 most flawlessly directed. I mean, if you wanted to sit a bunch of film students down in front of 2 movies and say, this is what the craft of filmmaking is, Catherine Bigelow and Michael Haneke would be the kind of the paragons. This is a global art form. This is something that all of the world shares, and that there are these stories that can be told in all of these different ways. The more cosmopolitan, the more inclusive the Oscars get, the happier I get with them. I'm a believer.
Jump into the froth, join the bubble bath. I tell you what, I'm going to bring a hat and a Lincoln-esque beard for you.
Clothed in immense power.
Clothed in immense power.
Nice.